Traditional tabbouli, but with a twist that actually makes it a full meal. If you love fresh herby tabbouli but want something a little more filling, this version is perfect. We're adding chickpeas for protein, keeping all those bright lemony flavors and turning it into something you can actually eat as a main dish or keep it as a side dish. We're going to show you how we do it in our plant-based kitchen.
We are going to start with cooking our chickpeas. So we're going to use 3 cups of dried chickpeas. Make sure you take your time and look through the beans, look for any rocks or debris or bad beans, and take those out and discard them. So I gave the beans a really good rinse in the colander, and now I'm going to put it inside the Instant Pot to cook. Fill the pot to the 2/3 line with water. We're also going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. We're going to pop this into our Instant Pot. You can also cook your chickpeas on the stovetop in a pot. If you soak it beforehand, it'll take 60 minutes. If not, it'll take up to 2 hours or more. And of course, you can always use canned chickpeas. We're going to pressure cook on high for 35 minutes. Pressure has been released and our beans are good to go. So we're going to use about 3 cups of cooked chickpeas for this recipe. Now these are our ingredients for our tabbouli salad. We're going to start with a full bunch of parsley, our chickpeas of course, our olives. I'm using about half a cup, 1 bell pepper. We're going to end up using more than 2 tomatoes. We're going to use about 4 to 5 tomatoes, but I'll bring those out later. A cucumber and a red onion. Now when I chop my parsley, I use the stems. They are full of nutrients. They're easy to eat if they're chopped really fine. And so I'm gonna take my time and chop this up very, very fine. Into the bowl you go. Now with my onions, I'm not going to dice them. I'm going to slice the onion in half and then slice that half into fourths, and then I'm just going to slice it down the center and then give it a rough chop at the end. My cucumbers are a bit similar. I am going to dice them into fourths. My bell pepper, I am slicing, and then I will slice those slices into half. See, here are the rest of the tomatoes. So I'm using 4 tomatoes and I'm just going to dice it up nice and small. And for our olives, I'm going to just quickly cut them in half. I'm going to go ahead and add my chickpeas, and if you want your salad to be a little juicy, add some of the chickpea water too. Now it's time for the dressing. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, the juice from 2 lemons, which should be about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to give it a good mix before I start to add the seasonings. Now I'm adding about a teaspoon of salt, about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, about 1 teaspoon of my favorite smoked paprika, and that's it. Now I just have to give it a good mix and taste it to see if it needs anything else.
All right, I'm gonna give it a taste. Really good. I'm gonna add a little more garlic powder and a little more salt.
Like this recipe, hit the like button and comment below and tell me what kind of salads do you enjoy eating. I'm gonna taste it again.
So good.
All right, that's how you make a fresh, zesty chickpea tabbouli that actually hits. If you love this recipe, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. From our plant-based kitchen to your kitchen, I hope you give this a try. See what else is cooking in our plant-based kitchen. God bless.